Welcome back to A Bird a Day. I'm John, and I'm going to be reading from the Book of North American Birds by Reader's Digest, the 1990 publication. The section we're reading from and the type of birds we're reading about right now are birds of prey. They are the warlords of the air, the hawks, falcons, owls, eagles, and other birds referred to as raptors. Swift, fearless, and powerful, they are superbly equipped for their lives as predators, almost too well, for they have also suffered at human hands for the seeming cruelty of their behavior. But such a view mistakes an act for motive. These fierce hunters, like all wild creatures, are only carrying out the roles given them by nature. Yesterday's bird of the day for A Bird a Day was the California condor. Today, we're reading about the American swallow-tailed kite. The Latin name is Elanoides Forficatus. The thunderheads build over Florida every afternoon, offering some relief from the summer heat. Just as the first gusts shake the tree stops, a black and white dream of a bird appears. It circles, demonstrating its mastery of the air and its contempt for storms. Then, as slick as an otter in the stream, it glides on, moments before the downpour. The swallow-tailed kite is everyone's candidate for loveliest aerialist in North America. If talent and poise are given equal standing with beauty, the swallow-tailed makes a strong bid for loveliest bird in North America. Dressed in white tie finery, tails streaming, it maneuvers with the grace of a figure skater and the precision of a gymnast. Grasshoppers, dragonflies, winged beetles, and the like are picked off in midair. Lizards, frogs, and snakes that have gone out on a limb are snatched in passing. Once the swallow-tailed kite ranged over most of the eastern and central United States. But as farming changed the landscape, the bird withdrew to the swamps and river bottoms of the south. Swallow-tailed kites return to their nest sites early in the spring, usually by March, and the journey to their tropical winter quarters begins in August. Some birds take the land route through Texas and Mexico. Others, it appears, cross the Straits of Florida to Cuba and then navigate on to South America. Many raptors would shun a water crossing of so many miles, but then few raptors fly with the mastery of a swallow-tailed kite. A skilled aerial hunter, the swallowtail can easily snatch dragonflies in midair. Take a look at the swallowtail. There we go. There is the swallow-tailed kite. It's a pretty bird. Black and white. I've seen them all over South Florida. I saw a whole flock of them yesterday as I was watching the sunrise in Florida. How do you recognize a swallow-tailed kite, you ask? I'm glad you asked. They're 20 to 25 inches long. They're black above with a white head and underparts. The tail is black, long, and deeply forked. Their habitats are open woods, swamps, and bayous. They nest is a shallow cup 50 to 100 feet above the ground in trees near water, built of dead twigs plucked with the feet of the adults in flight. Very cool. Their eggs, they typically lay about 2 to 4 of them. They're white blotched with reddish brown. Their incubation period, which means it's how long it takes for the egg to hatch, is 28 days. Both sexes, male and female, sit on the eggs. The young have downy feathers, which are soft and fluffy, and they leave the nest at about 5 to 6 weeks after hatching. Several pairs may nest close together. Their food, they like large insects caught in flight, also snakes, frogs, and lizards. That's the swallow-tailed kite, Elanoides Forficatus. As you can see, it is a Florida bird, right? Very much on the southeast in Florida. That's pretty cool, as well as Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi, even up into South Carolina on the coastal areas. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, that's our bird of the day on Bird a Day. Tomorrow, we'll be looking at the black-shouldered kite. So another type of kite. I'll flap at you then.